What's up, everybody? It's the Sports Code, aka Aiden, and welcome back to another video. This is the Manchester United versus Club Brugge Europa League match preview. Europa League is back. We're in a good competition here, a very good team that we're versing, so we can't take them lightly. As much as I'm excited to be in European competition, it still kind of sucks to see that we're in the Europa League and not the Champions League. Just watching all the Champions League games the past 2 days, the Liverpool Atletico, Atlantia, Valencia, Tottenham, and Leipzig, and PSG and Dortmund. There are so many good teams. I wish we'd be versing these teams, but unfortunately, we're just not there at the moment. And hopefully next year, I'll be sitting here 1 year later saying that we're versing a good team in the Champions League, man. Hopefully. We'll see how everything goes, but let's just stick to what we are now. We are in the Europa League, and it's time to take this competition as seriously as possible because this is probably our best venue to win this competition and get into the Champions League. Because top four, although we are close, it's still extremely tough considering the fixtures that we have to get into the top four. Same with the Europa League. It's extremely tough to win the Europa League, but I still think if we had to pick one or the other, we should probably pick the Europa League because top four is just so unpredictable at the moment. No one can really guess who's going to make it, who's going to fail, who's going to fall out, who's going to... unexpected surprises. Maybe Sheffield end up being in the top four. Maybe Tottenham end up falling out. Maybe Chelsea don't make top four. There's so many things that could be happening and we just don't know. So hopefully everything's all right with that. Hopefully we can get into the top four and hopefully we can win the Europa League. That's the most ideal situation, is to do both. But for now, let's just stick to the Europa League. Club Brugge are a very good side. They're the top of the league in Belgium. Ollie said in his press conference that we can't take them lightly. They're a very attacking team, but they also have good defensive qualities as well. They drew to Real Madrid. They're just a good team, and we just can't take them lightly. Andreas Pereira was also in the press conference, so that probably means he's going to be playing tomorrow. So read into that what you will. In the press conference, they talked about Marcus Rashford, how Marcus Rashford is probably not going to be back this season. There's potential that he might not play the entire year, which means he might not get into the Euros. They talked about how Igalo will fit, how Bruno will fit into the team. They also talked about how good Club Brugge are, pretty much, and that was basically the whole press conference, as well as the talking about the formation and which formation. How good the formation is depending on the games. And Ollie had some very good answers here with all of them, really. How Igalo is going to be very important for us. Bruno is an attacking midfielder that can help us. The 3-5-2 will be good in certain situations. All of those are true and all of those are good answers in my opinion. So I definitely think it was a good press conference to lead up into this game. It's a very exciting game to watch, just being in European competition, but there's still an era of sadness just that we're not in the Champions League. But nevertheless, here's my predicted starting 11. I think in goal we're going to have Sergio Romero. Don't think David De Gea needs to play in this game. I think Romero definitely deserves an opportunity to play in the cup competitions, know how important it is. Rotation is key. Ollie said it himself, with the amount of games that are being played at the frequency that they're being played at. We definitely need rotation. So, yeah, definitely Romero I can definitely see playing. Right back, I still am going to go with Aaron Wan-Bissaka. I just don't think it's right just to leave him out, because he's so important to us. I definitely see him playing majority of the games remaining of the season. Whether it's right or wrong, he's just too good to leave out at the moment. He's just such a good player, and maybe we might need him. Or if not, I definitely see Delo being the one playing if Wan-Bissaka doesn't, but I'm going to stick with Wan-Bissaka. Going in as centre-back, I think we're going to play probably... I'm going to say Eric Barley because he played against Chelsea. He needs a run of games to kind of get him back into fitness form and to be able to play constantly. And maybe giving him a rest now isn't the best idea because he just came back from an injury. So maybe playing him again is good. He was fantastic against Chelsea, so he could definitely do a job for us in this game as well. Harry Maguire as the other centre-back. The formation I'm going to assume we're playing is the 4-2-3-1 because we should be attacking a lot in this game. I don't see us parking the bus against Club Brugge, but you never know. There's always a chance for that to happen. because they're a good team. So Harry Maguire, our centre back, our captain, he scored last game. He's definitely an offensive threat from corners. I think we might have a lot of those tonight. So that's a very important to our team that Harry Maguire plays. Left back, I've gone with Luke Shaw, just squad rotation. I think Luke Shaw deserves a chance to play, and he might not play against Watford if he does play here. So it's either Brandon Williams or Luke Shaw. Whichever one plays, the other one should probably be rested for Watford for the rotation. But I'm going to go with Luke Shaw because I think Luke Shaw can do a job for us here. He's a great left back. He's a great centre back. We play three at the back. He's definitely more defensive minded, so that gives me a reason to believe we might not go with him. But just for the sake of rotation, I think Luke Shaw needs to play one of these two games. So we'll see which one it is. I think it might be this one. Going into the midfield, Fred, obviously. I don't think you can drop Fred at all. Dropping Fred is a bad idea. He had probably his best game in the Man United shirt against Chelsea. He was fantastic. He ran that midfield on his own, really, because Matic did well and Bruno did well, but Fred just did everything. He attacked, he defended, he passed, he tackled. So many things that you don't even tell, but you can't even really tell majority of the time. But when he does it, it's so good to see a player like that. A player that we signed for 50 million that was pretty much ruled out to be the biggest bust besides Sanchez that we've ever had, to finally succeed here. And he's succeeding. He is succeeding. And I don't see him leaving next season. I see him being a intriguing part of our team, a very important, vital player in our team next season, as well as coming games this season. I also think because we saw Andreas Pereira in the press conference, I definitely think Andreas Pereira will play, which is fine. Matic deserves a break. He's not at the age where he can just play every game and not get away injured. So I definitely think resting Matic is a fine idea. It's going to be a big game against Watford, and I think he'll have a great game against Watford if he plays. So Andreas Pereira playing here is fine. I have no problems whatsoever with that. If anything, it's going to be good for his confidence, really, because Bruno Fernandes coming in probably didn't positively impact his confidence. He's probably feeling like he's not going to play much anymore, and that might be the case. So playing him here would be good. I don't know. I haven't heard anything about Scott McTominay coming back. I haven't heard anything about Paul Pogba coming back. So I would highly suggest that those two are not playing. If it was mentioned and I didn't hear it, then they're probably not going to play either way. That's what it sounds like to me. It sounds like they'll play after the second level of Club Brugge, and maybe the likes of Tottenham and Man City. That's when they'll probably come back. Which is fine, I guess. We can rotate our team until then, until we have even more players coming back. That's going to help us. So yeah. Going into the attacking midfield position, I've gone with Bruno Fernandes. I know it's he's already played every game that he's been in so far, really. Started 90 minutes. He's played so well, but it's important that he keeps playing so he can get better and better. The more games he plays for Manchester United, the more chemistry, the more understanding of his teammates, and the better performances we'll see from him. I can definitely see a Bruno Fernandes goal in this game, which could be a great sign for things to come. And I don't see how benching him here will actually help him at all, really. He's had his 2-week break. He's fit enough to do it. He's already played it for Sporting for a majority of the season, if not all the games of the season. So I don't see why dropping him is gonna help him when it comes to rest and all that. I definitely say keep playing him until he absolutely needs that rest. And so far, I don't think he needs the rest. I think he definitely needs to keep playing. So Bruno Fernandes up in the attacking midfield position. Let's get some chances going, man. He can cut down the Club Brugge defense. I really believe that. So let's see what happens. Going into the attack, I've gone with this. This is an attack that I honestly would be extremely shocked if this was the attack that would be played. But we'll see how it goes. So I've gone with Mason Greenwood on the left. The reason why I've gone with Mason Greenwood on the left is because he definitely needs game time as well. He hasn't since Igalo's come in. their game against Chelsea, he didn't really have an opportunity to play. So I definitely think starting him here would be very good for his confidence, very good for his experience, and bagging a goal here would be incredible for his confidence. It'd be an incredible feat to score in a very important game. This is an important game. We've got to take this game very seriously. So definitely Mason Greenwood should play. I'm going to say that Agallo plays up front. Ollie didn't necessarily say this, but it looks like he's going to start. So Agallo up front would be perfect. I think Martial might rest and maybe come on as a sub, because if anything happens, we will have Martial as a great substitution option, and Agallo will probably start. And I'll go on with Mata on the right. I don't know if we're going to be playing counter-attacking football, so I think Mata in this game might not be too bad. I definitely don't see him playing on the wing would be beneficial, but I feel like Ollie needs to give Mata game time. I think that's what's in his head. So I can definitely see Mata playing. If it was my starting 11, what I believe should be playing, I would go for Greenwood on the right, Agallo up front, and Martial on the left. I just don't see that happening at the moment. I think it's too soon for Ollie, and I definitely think he needs to rotate. So some players are going to miss out, unfortunately. But that's the predicted 11 of mine that I think will be played. It's not the starting 11 I would want, but it's still a good starting 11 that can definitely do a job against Club Brugge. So we'll see how everything goes. Let's not take this game lightly. We must take this game as serious as possible, because if we just let one mistake go, or we end up starting off slowly, things will go bad for us, and we cannot let that happen. This is our one chance to qualify through. We have to treat this game like we do every other game, like we did against Chelsea. We've got to come here and fight them. We've got to show aggression. We've got to play ruthless. We've got to be clinical. Yeah, we might not, at the end of the day, we could end up being the worst team out of the two, which is very unlikely, but there's still a chance that they could play better than us. But if we're clinical and we can fight them, we show aggression, I think we'll be fine in this series. I'm going to go for a 2-1 Manchester United win. I definitely see Club Brugge can definitely score a goal on us, but I think we are the favourites in this, so I'm going to treat us like we are the favourites. I do think we will win this game, and I think if we return to Manchester against this team, we will win by even more. But for now, let's go for 2-1. Hopefully that's the score. Hopefully we get the win. That's the most important thing. I definitely don't see this series being over in one game, but you never know. They have taken the likes to Real Madrid, and they have drawn. They've beaten good teams that are better than us. So we must respect them. That's all I have to say. This is the Sports Code. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Helps me really understand what type of content to create and what you guys like the most. Hopefully we win tomorrow. There will be a match reaction probably at least a day after, because the internet here is just so slow, and I definitely want to be doing that reaction when I get home. So at least if I make a video, it won't take 6 hours to upload like this one will. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy. Thank you for watching. Sports Code. Take care and peace.